My mom brainwashed herself into thinking that my husband is going to abuse our daughter, despite him being nothing but an amazing father, only because he was abused as a child, and she won't stop when I tell her to drop it. I, 32F, have been married to my husband, 33M, for 7 years, and I've known him longer than that. My mother, 60F, watches our toddler daughter a few days a week while we work. Sometimes my husband's schedule lines up so that he can watch her. My mother has always had a problem with this. It started when my husband opened up to my mom about the intimate abuse he suffered as a child by a family member. I think he told her this because my mom's side of the family was going through something similar, and he was trying to empathize. They used to be really close, even though my mom is super conservative and my husband has tattoos and piercings, and she was really skeptical of him when we first got together for these reasons. Mom believes that his prior abuse makes him a child lover. She says that she has read that children that were abused go on to abuse their own children. It started when our daughter was born with backhanded comments and assumptions, and came to a head when she showed up at our home when I wasn't there and accused my husband of abusing our daughter because she said that her privates hurt. That was yesterday. I talked to my daughter alone and asked her why she hurt, and she pointed to her lower stomach and said her privates hurt and she needed to poop. She's 3, and sometimes she confuses the names of body parts. I don't know what to say to my mom. I know I have to say something. I don't know how I'm going to take my daughter back to her home to be watched by her. I have no reason to suspect abuse and never have. I used to be a mandated reporter. I know the signs to look for. My husband is a wonderful father. He has gone to counseling to reconcile his past, and I think that he's come a really long way with the trauma. We have raised our daughter in the most loving and trusting way we can, and I've taught her about anatomy and boundaries. My husband insisted on this, because the thought of his baby going through what he went through is unthinkable. My husband is obviously so hurt and furious at the actions of my mother. I think it's really unfair of her to assume he is dangerous just because he was abused. I'm also insulted that she thinks I would allow my daughter to be in a situation like that. How do I handle this? Commenter, let her know that she needs to back the fudge off and give him, and you, room to parent as you see fit. If she presses this issue, inform her she will be on a break from being allowed to see her grandchild, until she behaves appropriately to your husband. Update. First, I want to say thank you to everyone that commented. There was a lot of truth to what was said, even if it was painful for me to hear. My Sil has been watching my daughter this week. I sent my mom a message saying how wrong it was what she did, and how hurt we all were by it. I told her that she damaged her relationship with all of us, possibly for good. I asked her to please not contact my husband, and told her that he will talk if he's ready. I also sent several links that were referenced in the original post. Thank you again to those that took the time to post them. My mom was very upset to hear that she will not be seeing any of us, especially our daughter, for a while. Our daughter can't understand why she can't see grandma, and of course she is too young to really talk to her about it. So that has been hard. Luckily, my mom has agreed to meet with a counselor that was recommended to us as a mediator. I met with a counselor this week to explain everything, and it went really well and made me feel much better. It will be just her and I. My husband is not willing to talk right now, and I don't blame him at all. The date for this meeting is still up in the air, because I'm waiting to be ready too. I explained my fears to my mom that she could intentionally or unintentionally make my daughter believe something happened that didn't. This was the counselor's fear too. So far, my mom has respectfully kept her distance and no CPS workers have shown up at my door. I reached out to a friend who is a social worker for advice on how to prepare if that does happen. Also, unfortunately, I believe that some were right about abuse that mom suffered as a child. We did talk on the phone and she confirmed that she experienced some things that she was not ready to talk about yet. I told her that I will support her and try to help her through it the best I can, but that she still has a responsibility to address the past so that it doesn't hurt people right now. Thank you again, everyone. You've been very kind and helpful. Commenter, I always hate that child abuse is not just a here and now issue, but is a crime that reverberates down through the generations. The hurt, the trauma, the emotional and physical distress just carries on long after the initial crime has seemingly been dealt with. I hope that this stops with your husband's generation and that you and your mother can reconcile this and move beyond this. You did really, really well though, and you should be proud of both yourself and your husband.